aka Eileen the Little Crafter. Additional information about this show, arts, crafts, and everything in between, and my YouTube show, which is called The Little Crafter Show, can be found on my website, EileenTheLittleCrafter.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on this week. I hope that you guys have enjoyed last week. So this episode is basically all about the fall TV series. These are the most watched shows that I love. I do have one that I like, but it's a little hard to find, and I watch it on and off depending on the episode. But I think it's a good possibility to take a look into, a peek see. Alrighty, guys. So before I start, I would like to wish everybody a happy Halloween. I know that Halloween is going to be coming up soon, and I would also like to wish my fellow Wiccans a happy Sabbath, safe and happy Sabbath. So, mote it be, blessed be, and all that awesome mojo good stuff coming on your way. So, as a lot of people don't know, and I'm not getting on my, getting on my soapbox here, this Sabbath is basically like the New Year's for Sabbats, for our Wiccan community, or Wiccan or sus pagan community. This is where the powers that we feel that basically renew, re-energize, and say hello to loved ones that we've missed and all that stuff. And I know that for some people that they may think of it as spooky and all that yucky other stuff, but really a lot of us don't feel that way. So, but anyways, getting off that platform, I do want to wish, like I said, my fellow Wiccans a happy Sabbath, and also I would like to wish everyone a happy and safe Halloween. This year I'm not dressing up. I always try to dress up, but I don't know, I try, but every time it just slips my mind, or I just kind of forget, and I'm like, forget it. There's so much going on, between the podcast, Little Crafter Show, and then things that just pop up out of nowhere, like today. Get a call from the school today, and gotta pick up the little one. So, well, actually the teenage one. I still keep calling him the little one. I don't know why I do that. But anyways. Sorry, I needed my coffee today. So I'm very pumpkin out today. Well, not pumpkin out, but I'm very in the full pumpkin spice mode today. I have my pumpkin cheesecake muffin from Routine, which is awesome, and my pumpkin spice coffee. I really look forward to these muffins. These muffins are amazing. I love them. When they first came out, I think Routine has been open now about 2 or 3 years now, and my brain is on fart mode because I've just been running around like crazy today. So what happened was, when they first appeared, I was just so amazed by them. I just was like, oh my god, like I couldn't get enough of them. Like seriously, these were so addictive, and I gotta stay away from them. But anyways. And the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I haven't gotten my Starbucks one yet, which I always look forward to that as well. But anyways, let's get into this fall TV viewing. You know what I'm saying? Let's start off with something spooky. Given that I don't have any more ghost stories to tell, I was actually thinking about asking people to send in their ghost stories to me that either were fictional or factual that they experienced. I was actually thinking about doing that, but I changed my mind. I was like, to wait for somebody, you probably had to do that months in advance to pick out, the ones that you really thought were not the best, but just something that, was appropriate to talk about on air, and so I said, So starting off with the spookiness of the uh, fall viewing season. Um, Kindred Spirits. Just whoa! This show started off with a bang. Every case is just getting better and better. Um, I'm just really enjoying it, and they just Amy and Adam are just amazing. I love their show. I'm also looking forward to seeing some more of Chip. I really enjoy watching Chip. Oh my goodness, I always forget his name, his last name. I only remember the name. Um, but he's the second medium with the awesome scarves. I always love his scarves. I think he has an Etsy shop. I do follow him on Instagram. But yeah, like I follow Amy, I follow Chip, I follow Adam on their Instagrams and their Twitter accounts. I kind of feel like a stalker. Sorry, I'm not being a stalker. It's just they have a lot of interesting pictures to share and a lot of awesome tweets to share, and I think that it's pretty cool. You know, especially Amy sharing, about her little girl, and she's absolutely gorgeous. And I like seeing pictures of kids since I'm a mother myself, and things like that. And I love good photos. But I'm getting off topic over here. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my goodness. Get back on topic, girl. Let's go. Get it together. Alrighty. Hello. So Kindred Spirits started off with a bang. They have a new entry. Intro. That's the word. Intro. So they have an awesome intro, and it kind of really, it's like, whoa, like, yeah, I'm digging this. This is nice. Not that their first intro was good. It just, I kind of feel like it was cementing their legacy. And now this one is, about 13 to 14, maybe even more experience between the two of them of, working at this. So, they know what they're doing. And so I thought that was pretty cool, and letting us know that they're out there to really help the families that they're investigating. And now this time it's a little bit more personal about how Amy had her first experience when she was pretty young. Adam had his experience at Gettysburg, which I've heard of another investigator, having the same thing where it just really rocked their belief system. And I've heard of a lot of people saying that once they go to Gettysburg, that's when, if you're open enough or lucky enough, then you may see it. Or, sorry about the noise. Had to put that away. So like I was saying, that even if you don't have an experience, I mean, I've heard that Gettysburg is a really beautiful place. I've seen a lot of photos. I've seen it on TV. It looks like a really awesome, interesting place to visit. So either which way, you're gonna get something out of it. Whether it's a history lesson or a ghost viewing, something's gonna happen, right? So that's pretty much the premise of it. They're still helping families, and the cases seem a little bit more intense. And so it seems really, really oomphed up this year. So I'm keeping in spirit of the spooky things. This is one of the new ones that I'm liking, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a ripoff of a certain show. It's just me. You guys could totally disagree. If you agree, let me know why. If you disagree, totally let me know. It's kind of, sort of. It's kind of a cross between The Haunting and a little bit of Haunted Collector. That's kind of where the premise is for this show. But they don't always talk about a object. They also talk about places that may be haunted. So that's why I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a cross between haunted places or the haunting and / haunted items, which was the Haunted Collector's show. His premise was the premise of his show was about. That's what I wanted to say. Alrighty, so let's go. So basically, it's about a first-person perspective of what happens when they particularly got this item. The first one had me extremely scared. It was about a video camera, and he videotaped these people, and apparently the camera wasn't supposed to have left the evidence locker. So it's kind of really like, okay, like, things like that happen all the time where, things go missing, in the evidence locker. So imagine something like that on the loose. Ooh, spooky. And shame on you, whoever the officers that were, I mean, it could have been a mistake. It could have been, sort of, but, you never know. But, yeah, so it started off with a spookiness that made me, like, pay attention, or naughty police. So that was pretty interesting. And their cases seem to be interesting. A couple of them have been about locations. Some have been about objects that have been haunted. Another show that I caught, which I think I'm definitely going to be watching out for, is Terror in the Woods. Is another interesting show. Basically, the premise is about things that happen in the woods. One was about a haunted cabin. The other one was about supposedly a Bigfoot. So technically, that isn't. It would be considered terror because supposedly Bigfoot is a wild beast that some say feels threatened. Is not intelligent, and supposedly, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that, but so that's the premise of that. And I've heard of other hauntings, like in the woods of cabins and stuff like that. So this should be pretty interesting about what stories they bring up and things like that. Another good show that I like, that I watch on and off, because it's pretty hard to find for me, but I think maybe I may have to start trying to find it on demand. And before I forget, TLC is having Kindred Spirits. All the other shows that I'm mentioning now, like Evil Things, Terror in the Woods, Haunted Towns, is all on Destination America, and I will put the channels, the so-called, I'll put the links to the prospective channels, because sometimes 42 could be, a TLC could be 42 over here, and then TLC could be 50 something in another state. So I'll just put up their perspective sites on whatchamacallit. So they'll have all the times, they'll have all the dates for you guys, so you guys could know when exactly. And if you guys watch it on let's say a cable channel, most of the time cable providers will have it on demand. So that's another good thing. So yay! So that's how sometimes I'm able to watch my shows. Okay, so Haunted Towns is basically I believe they're called the Tennessee Wraith Chasers. They had was it Ghost Asylum? They had that show before. Now they are back with the premise of this show about going to haunted towns and looking for the most haunted locations and gathering evidence. So it looks like their team has had some type of shakeup, and the premise of the show is not about catching ghosts anymore. It's about gathering evidence and seeing new haunted collections, gathering evidence. Sorry about that, my cat. I cannot go down to my studio right now. I was going to today because she messed up a lot of my audio the last time. What I want to say was that they're gathering evidence and visiting the most haunted towns in America. So that's a pretty interesting premise of the show. Okay, so we talked about Kindred Spirits. We talked about now let's go back into like a sci-fi type deal. Um, I watched, what show did I watch on Sci-Fi? I watched something called Ghost Wars. I watched like 4 episodes. I immediately got hooked. I forgot that this show was coming about, and I was looking for something to watch. And I said, "Oh, let me see what's on Sci-Fi." I was flipping around, and I saw Ghost Wars. I said, "Wait a minute, that's that show about a town that is being haunted, and the ghosts are coming back, and they're not happy for some strange reason." And this boy is the only one that can help him. He's a teenager, not a boy. And but the problem is that the town doesn't like him. They blame him and his mother for so-called a curse and all the bad things that are going on in their town, and they feel that it's his fault. That's that's this is the reason why that's happening. So, anyways, so I caught all 4 episodes, and I have to say, it's a little wonky here and there. There's a couple little holes here and there. Um, but if you're interested in something like that, I think that you guys would definitely like it. I like it. Another show that I'm watching, that I watched the first episode, is called Superstitions. It's about a family that basically haunts evil things. And the first episode is extremely interesting. And yeah, so that's another new show that I'm watching. What else am I watching in terms of like spookiness? Not really spooky, but interesting. The last spooky thing on my list is Lucifer. Lucifer came back with a bang. In this premise, he's basically found out, his mother is no longer a part of the show anymore. And sorry if that's a spoiler alert for you. She's, you know, there's someone, a new bad guy that's basically troubling Lucifer. And sorry, another spoiler alert, he has his wings back. If you haven't seen the, promos, and they keep growing back. Sorry, huge spoiler alert. Tom Wellington, who played Superman, is back. I kind of feel like, he was typecast and hasn't been in a lot of shows lately, which is sad because he's a really good actor. Or maybe he just wanted a break, who knows. But yeah, so he's in it, new cast members, and a new bad guy. So this should be extremely interesting. Moving right along to regular shows. So Lucifer, of course, you guys know that I'm loving my Blacklist. I'm seriously missing, spoiler alert, Mr. Kaplan. She's no longer part of the show anymore. And I'm like, oh my god, I missed that. And it's just a mystery of whether or not. Now, okay, so you guys know, if you guys don't know, so here's another spoiler alert. Everybody has found out that Liz is Raymond's daughter. But it kind of feels like it may not be possible for some reason. There's a body in a bag, you don't know what DNA, and just somebody dies over it. So sorry about that if I'm spoiling a lot. Red seems to be enjoying himself in terms of that he's kind of down on the bottom and he has to rebuild his empire, and he seems like he's having a ball at times. And this episode, he didn't seem like he was having too much fun. He got a couple of ideas of how to launder money, but he also had to deal with the death of one of his doctors that he had on call, and who happens to be a friend of Liz. Yeah, so it's kind of, it is what it is. It's getting a little hairy about who or what has this case and who's in the case and that type of deal. So yeah, so it should be, next week should be interesting. It seems that Cooper is going to be getting his own little kind of episode. I think Naran, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Or Niraj, excuse me. Niraj has his moment of, okay, I need to finally, because I love him, I love his character, but I was kind of hoping that he would, by the second or third season, he would actually say, okay, I need to start like toughening up. I need weapons training. I need tactical training. I need to know how to fight. By this time, I would have figured out that, he would have said, oh, this is what I need to do to be stronger, because I've been kidnapped how many times. I've been in circumstances where wasn't able to defend myself and I wanted to poop my pants. Like, when were you gonna wake up? And it's almost like the ends. Supposedly, this may be the end of this of the series. Don't really know, but we shall see. Um, so yeah, honestly, guys, I think besides Paranormal Witness, I watch every now and again. I've been watching Paranormal Witness, the new episodes, and Haunting, which you guys know. Paranormal Witness is about people who actually had experiences with the paranormal, and The Haunting is basically witnessing a type of where they lived, or so it's kind of almost the same premise, those two shows. But yeah, that's basically what I've been watching. Not much. We finished off Lucha Underground. I actually have to watch again to get a little bit of a better feel before I actually try and do a podcast about this. Gas Monkey and the new version of Wheel of Dealers. I watched one episode. I kind of have a feel for it, but I want to get another feel for it. So, yeah. So that's everything in a nutshell, guys. If I remember anything else, I will put it down below. Like I said, I will put the link to my blog post down below. And thank you so much for listening. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Or you can email me your comments or questions. My email address is Eileen@eileentheprofter.com. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.